Welcome to the MLS Moment.
Today's topic is coming soon status and DOM correction. Let's start with some coming soon basics. As you know, coming soon listings can be for 1 to 30 days, and there should be no DOM count in this status. What we were finding was that if the listing field was entered in coming soon, which is not a required field, the DOM was counting when the listing changed to active and a manual correction by the MLS was needed. Now with the correction, no longer will the DOM count while in coming soon status, and that's regardless of whether the listing date field is inputted or not. And just a reminder, there is no effect on CDOM rules related to this correction, and I'll show you an example of this a bit later. So let's take a look at some examples, and we're going to do that by playing MLS Jeopardy, and the category is, what's the DOM CDOM? All right, so first question. Agent has a new listing. Property hasn't been on the market for 10 years. Agent's going to put it into coming soon for the first 30 days. And the listing date is September 1st. And agent's going to change it to active on September 1st. What's the DOM and CDOM? DOM is 1 and CDOM is 1. All right, second question. So again, we have an agent with a new listing. Property hasn't been on the market for 10 years. It's going to be coming soon for the first 30 days. The listing date is September 1st. Except on day 31, agent doesn't change the listing to active, and so that listing goes into hold status. What agent will need to do is reach out to the MLS within 4 days so that we can get the listing back into active. So what's the DOM and CDOM? DOM and CDOM will be anywhere between 2 or 5 days, depending on that listing date. All right, so we're on question number 3, and it looks similar to questions 1 and 2, except here's the difference. Agent doesn't change the listing to active from coming soon, and the listing sits in hold for more than 4 days. Again, agent's going to need to reach out to the MLS to change the listing to active, but we're also going to recommend that agent completes an amendment with a new active date so that what's the DOM and CDOM? DOM is 1 and CDOM is 1. All right, we've landed at the daily double. So for the final MLS Jeopardy question, we again have similar circumstances to our previous questions, except the property was previously listed for 100 days with another agent. And now this agent decides to go active 25 days after the previous agent's listing. What's the DOM and CDOM? DOM is 1 and CDOM is 101. Why? Because CDOM resets after a property has been off the market for a total of 60 days.